There are very few running events that capture the attention quite like the Great North Run. First held back on the 28th of June 1981 when 12,000 runners took part, the Great North Run is now labelled as the largest half marathon in the world, with over 60,000 participants set to take part in 2025. It's a run that holds a special place in my heart and one that turns the eyes of the UK and world athletics onto the North East. Hopefully there'll be something in this video that might help you enjoy the event just that little bit more, whether you're looking for a PB or just trying to cross the finish line for the first time. This is Rollercoaster of Running with your 2025 Great North Run Guide. We are stood at the back of Exhibition Park on the town moor. This area that you can see in the background here is where the sort of meeting area is. You'll have portaloos, the toilets are here. This is where people congregate before they go through. There'll be a big sort of fence, if it's anything to go by the last couple of years, set up to let you know when your colour can go through, and they'll call you forward at certain times. There's big screens that explain that as well. There'll be music playing, announcements, trying to get people ready. You can normally pick up some water here as well. The baggage buses are on the other side of the central motorway, but this is generally where it starts in terms of your Great North Run experience. So the Great North Run, as you see, this whole grassy area all around Exhibition Park, you'll just see thousands of runners getting ready for their journey as well. It can get a little bit chaotic here. The last couple of years there's been a bit of a pinch point when it comes through to going through the gate over to Central Motorway. They tried out a new system last year where it was certain colours could go through one side, certain colours go through the other side. In my personal opinion, I don't think that worked particularly well. It kind of forced you onto sides where you might not want to go. I know of the ones I've done, I've always lined up on the left hand side, and the first time I went on the right, it just wasn't for me. Didn't feel great going up the Central Motorway and up that incline straight away. So this is where it'd be interesting to see what they do this year. They have been kind of trying to finesse it and fine-tune some of the different points of the Great North Run starting position. So yeah, what I would say is if you can get down here nice and early, whatever it says your starting time is or the pen opening time is, make sure you get here in plenty of time, because you don't want to be getting here needing to use the toilet, dropping a bag off, and you've only left yourself 5 minutes, because they will close those gates. I have seen it in the past that they do close those gates, zip tie them up, they won't let you through. So you do need to make sure that you're here in plenty of time and you can just enjoy the experience, soak up the atmosphere. It's one of the best things about the Great North Run is the atmosphere. So make sure that you are here very early. I'd rather be here too early than too late, and then you miss your chance to go in there. You have to start from the back. That means if you're fast, you're going to be fighting through people, you're going to be stressing. Just make sure you save yourself some time. It's not worth the hassle of getting here 15-20 minutes later than you should have done. So if you can, get here nice and early, enjoy this area in particular. I think sometimes I've had a couple of food vendors like coffee vans and stuff, but I couldn't guarantee that without looking back at the footage. But this is the last place you'll also be able to hang around with any sort of friends and family that come to the start line. We'll go through the pros and cons as well of friends and family, where they can see you, whether they want to see you at the start, can they get to the finish in time. We'll go through that in this video as well, because I know that's a question that a lot of people seem to have when they're running their first one, is whether that can be done. But for now, soak up the great atmosphere that is the town moor on Exhibition Park, where the starting area will be. Hey everyone, don't know if you can hear me, but if you look just over on the Central Motorway behind me, that is where the start line for the Great North Run will be in 1 month's time as the time of recording. So the Central Motorway goes all the way back down there, and that's as far as you'll be able to see. There'll be a sea of people lining up to start their journey from Newcastle to South Shields. That's 13.1 miles. And then, as you see, you start here, you go under this flyover all the way down there, and you'll link up to the Central Motorway. One way goes up, one way goes under. So I would say you should be trying to stick to the left hand side if possible. That way you won't have to go up an incline very quickly into the run and blow your legs out like I did last year. So if you are going for a time, maybe consider going to the left hand side. If you are just there just to get it done, it's your first time, you just want to enjoy it, it doesn't really matter what side you go on, but the left hand side will put less strain on you, as I found out the hard way last year. Once you've found your starting area, it's time to find your headspace and get the game face on. From my experience, it's super important to find a way to get out of your own head. Nerves will kick in as you stand amongst your fellow runners. It is important to remember you've done the hard part in your training and this is just your victory lap, so try and enjoy yourself. When approaching the start, the fences do break up the field and they'll give you a little bit more wiggle room and a little bit more space to get into your own stride. Try not to go out too hot and stick to your own pace that you've been doing during your training and you'll be absolutely fine. You'll soon find yourself on one of the major landmarks of the run as you cross the Tyne Bridge, which is in the process of being repainted at the moment, so it won't be as full with spectators as it normally is on previous years, and there might be a little bit of a pinch when the fencing is forcing people into the same sort of area as you can see from last year's. I believe it's very similar as it is at the moment, so make sure you do have a little bit of patience when crossing the Tyne Bridge, as people will be getting those photos but also trying to make sure they've got a little bit of room to run into. It can get very busy around here. As you can see from the footage, this is the perfect time to tell you that the weather can change very quickly. Last year was very rainy, the year before was very sunny, and then there was a bit of a deluge at the finish line. So make sure you are prepared for any eventuality and can strip off any layers that you have extra and make sure you are the perfect temperature running in. The course is then going to wind its way past Gateshead Stadium and onto the undulating Felling bypass. Just before mile 6, you're going to turn towards the coast, eventually heading down the John Reid Road. In my previous years, this feels like the longest stint of the course and has been where time can be gained or lost. So if you are going for a specific time, there are moments here where the course opens up slightly more and gives you that facility to do so. One major tip for those running for the first time is beware of the end of the Prince Edward Road when you get past this roundabout and see that sort of big pub. There is a very steep decline down towards the coast, as you're about to see. Try not to go flying down this hill and blow your legs out. You are going to end up here and turn left at the end of this, and then you'll see there is another mile left to go, so it can be quite mentally taxing. This mile will test your mental strength as the finish line inches closer. The good news is there is thousands of spectators around cheering your name. They'll be reading your bib and making sure that you are willed all the way to the finish, so take advantage of that superb atmosphere as it is throughout the whole course, but particularly on this last stretch across the coastline. As you can see from the footage here, there are loads of spectators, so this gives me a great chance to talk about any support that might be coming to see you on the day. For those that have a choice, I'd always recommend friends and family looking to support you on the day make their way to South Shields for the finish. That way they're there to celebrate your triumphant arrival at the finish line. It's such a busy time in Newcastle, it becomes almost impossible for supporters to see you at the start and finish line. Speaking of the finish, make sure you grab your medal and finishers pack. There's plenty of food and drink stalls around the area as well. If you are running for a charity, you will see the charity village, and there's hundreds of charities that you can go and check out. If you have run for one of them, they will be on hand to maybe give you a massage or give you an extra finishers pack or something at the end. Go say hi, you've done the hard work to raise a lot of money for them, so that is there for you as well. So go check out the finishers area. It's always a great idea to have a change of clothes to throw in your bag to finish, whether you're putting that on the baggage buses that's going to make its way there, or give it to a family member to meet you at the finish line. You can change into it and also make sure you've got some of your favourite post-race fuel or treats. No matter how long it takes you, congratulations, you have finished the Great North Run now. It's time to celebrate by hitting that subscribe button and say hi if you do see me on the day. Happy running, guys.